Right, hello and welcome back to another stream. Oxygen not included yet again. There has been an update since last time. So let's see the patch notes. The gassy mousse can now be built for a substance called brackine. And there are brackine related buildings, new egg recipes, and a high temperature plastic called plastic is craftable at the molecular forge. And including cosmetic skins, which we'll get to at some point. So let's just jump straight in, I will try to get I can't remember the exact names, but the pufts that create oxylite. I will need them for the future space missions until I can just jump straight to liquid oxygen, which will unfortunately take some time. So, well, what can we do? Right. Here we are. Everything is going more or less smooth. But the puft chamber is... Now the puft chamber is more or less complete. I just need to make it a high priority for the sweepage of puffed eggs, and well, check whether or not we have any. Because if we don't, then it will... Oh, we have a single puffed egg. So that's just going straight in the chamber, which will essentially be where we now let our pufts live. They create some slime, and these guys... No, they do not eat slime, so the slime will kind of just lay on the ground to begin with. Until maybe a point we find a way to start using them. Now I have not built a molecular forge, as I would not have been able to use it anyways. But maybe it's time just to check the prices of the plastium. So no, I haven't researched it actually. That would be step one then. The bleach stone hopper. Oh yeah, we can make bleach stone now. Which is nice, cause unless you have a chlorine vent, which I do not believe I've found yet, it's actually impossible to reproduce bleach stones at the current state of the game. But with the bleach hopper, we might actually be able to do that. As we get large amounts of salt from these guys. And then the only thing we actually need to do is find a gold volcano. Although if we don't have that either, we're not getting anywhere. Now, most importantly of what I was kind of planning to do today, I realized that the Shinebug farm is a bit annoying. You know, it's going to lag out the entire game, and at some point I just need to exchange it for something better. And for that reason I was going to check out I believe I've researched, yeah, the meteor blaster. It covers quite the area. So since I can check it out, let's see. Move it 2 steps in. So, okay. A singular meteor blaster can protect 4 solar arrays. And each of these produce a total of 380 watts during the daytime, a little less in the early hours and the late hours. In which case, I don't know the average wattage of these, but still, this bad boy only uses about 240 watts, which should definitely, I feel like that should be covered by a single solar panel if connected to proper batteries. So I just need to create the ammunition. And also ensure that it's properly cooled, as it does create some heat. But a small cooling loop connected to a single hydrogened V-sword should be able to counteract it. So, what I believe I should do in that case is to attempt to set up at least one of these arrays in an attempt to, well, both test it out and hopefully get some free solar energy that's less taxing on my computer. Like, look at this. If I could get like this same effect without having like, I don't know how many shine bugs that are in there. Let's check the decor overlay. Without like a total of about 62 shine bugs. Plus another 31. I'd be a happy man. So yeah, the shine bug reactor works better for the core. So this setup, the only worry is like how many meteors will strike within this area, and well, will I be able to produce enough capsules to blow up all of them? And also another thing that I haven't actually checked, how expensive are said blast shots. I believe I should be able to check that out without building the machine itself. So let's start off by trying to do that. Pretty sure it relies on solids, but it also requires petroleum. Okay, so each blast shot. No. Okay, if we just return to the elements and instead check out the petroleum, we can see that it uses either iron, copper or aluminium. So it can't use the, well, less hard materials like lead and gold. So the main issue here would be that each shot requires 10 kilograms of petroleum. And I don't know how many shots of petroleum I'd need. Like, what I could theoretically do is just to build move these solar panels all the way in beside the meteor blaster. That way I could build like bunker tile walls and such, allowing me to shield it from like outside so that only a portion enters through the top, which could be a option. Now, I don't know how many shots it would need per meteor storm. or if I could easily access that much petroleum at the point I am. Okay, let's see what temperature they cannot survive over 250. Meaning that the carbon dioxide vents I have are pretty much useless. Well, I more or less expected it, so not a large issue. Oh, they've cleared out this pit, so now it's time to reseal it again. And let's see. Oh wait, where's the puft egg? Ah yeah, these morons couldn't get it. It's allow manual use. It's not sweep only, and it accepts the egg. I do not see the issue. Now the only issue I can think of like immediately is that just the presence of pufflet princes would mean a lower output of regular pufts. Which isn't great. And also I should probably either excavate this area or seal it off. Well, I can get to that later. Now I just need to ensure that yeah. The storage system is done. I need to be more on the ball when it comes to getting the oxylite in storage quickly. And also I can just finish off the water storage. And check the germs, like, ooh. That's some nice slime lung. At least the pufts will do something about it. But no, now it's just... yeah, this was going to be the... What was they calling it? Dense pufts, that's it. Dense puft area. The room size is... What was the room size? 91. If we can mine 5 more tiles, then it will be a perfect size. And then I just need to start grabbing dense pufts, which can be done in a number of different ways, but the one I will attempt to use is the critter drop-off points. Essentially I will just set out these critter drop-off points and then tell them to start ranching in, well, excess of animals and especially the dense pufts. This one will of course also accept the puftlet prints, just so that I can, well, keep dense pufts hopefully running. Oh, it's 6-13? Blimey. But decreased athletics now. And also I have 9 duplicates, so I don't exactly need another one. I think I'm going to limit myself on expanding too much. There we go. All critters, except for these guys, auto-wrangle surplus. I don't know. Maximum priority. Hopefully. Oh. Wait. Where did he go? There he is. Hopefully he will realize he's being called and walk straight into the trap. Yeah. Then we copy settings over here. And high priority. Meanwhile, we can check the, well, bleach stone hopper we don't quite need, but the molecular forge. Though where does that fit? And who is Mima calling here? Because it doesn't seem like anyone's answering. Right. This one requires large amounts of power. It should definitely be hooked up to like the pure cable grid. And since I'm deconstructing that area, I guess I could place it there. Well, no, I can't, because there's no way to reach it. Oh, not what I cared about. Delivering high power throughout the base is difficult. Like, I could just hook everything here up to it and hook this somewhere else, but I don't think that's the best idea. So instead, I mean, the molecular forge, at least for the time being, probably won't be used all that much. So I think I'm going to place it, yeah, here. Mima, who are you calling for even? Clearly not the right creature. Let's just build another one over here. Oh, and also, that was the other thing I was going to do here. First of all, oh, you know, this means another 2 tiles here. And start installing these. Now they both reach that spot, so we can install the conveyor loader. Get up to a conveyor rail. And let's just dump it straight into the lake. Then let's see. Now I'm not entirely certain why, but you know what, no. Disconnect, reconnect. And yeah. Now we have 2 separate grids. And hopefully this one will now be able to cope with the power demand. But we'll see. This one will of course accept only the finest. Wait, what is it called again? Consumable ore, oxylite. Which this boy should definitely produce more of once it's tamed. Now, of course, all of it needs to be built. I just hope they actually can reach it. Oh. Here we go. Now these guys are powered. This guy isn't. Yeah, because Yeah, there was a reason why I didn't use this system. It kind of didn't work properly. The high demand of power down here up here didn't match the power stored within the batteries up there, because there weren't any. That's why I had to move or had to connect them up. Now, yes, the other thing I was going to do was to deliver oxygen. Hang on a second. It's pouring down. You might not be able to hear it, hopefully. But there is currently, hopefully for the first time in my lifetime. No, probably not. But there is extreme weather going on, essentially. Like, incredible amount of rain. Never experienced it before. So it's kinda cool. But it's also a bit annoying, as I'm... This week I am working with the open air school. I guess it's one way to call it. It's essentially... We're teaching a bunch of kids, basically, some, like... teaching them about nature, how to act when in nature, and essentially spending a lot of time in nature. Which isn't as fun when it's pouring down each day, but... what can you do? It wasn't too bad today, so we'll hope it's not too bad tomorrow. And this one, purely for the, dense puft eggs. And, this guy is, too hot. So the wee sword isn't working hard enough. There we go. Now we'll see. Are you actually making anything? You're supposed to create like 47.5 kilograms of oxylite per cycle. But you're still wild, so I can't actually see if you are currently... Oh, no, you are making something. And it's going into the oxylite storage. Yeah, now, it's not much, but we are getting closer. Let's just set this to yellow alert, see if they're able to grab the boy. Oh yeah, this guy's drowning, which was something I was thinking about fixing. There's some molecular forge, plastium. It requires fermium, which I don't have. It has an incredible overheat temperature. It's an insulator. Hang on. It's a lot worse than... it's worse than oxygen. But in terms of like blocks, it's probably pretty good. And slow heating. It's still a lot worse. So it's not really an insulator at all. It's just heat resistant. And it's antiseptic. Yeah, I can probably use it for like plastic tiles. But then again, I don't really have access to it yet. Nor have I access to Brachian? No. I believe there was a way to get Brachian without having to resort to the gassy mousse. Oh yeah, I can... Hang on. Oh no. Okay, so Brachian is produced by plant pulverizers. Okay, so either crush these three things which I don't really have access to, or proper access to, or get myself a gassy moo. Well, yeah, no, that's kinda not possible. I'll just have to ignore it. At least until I get the gassy moo. If I ever bother spending the time. Because I don't like gassy moos. Oh yeah, and how is this going with Thimbleweed? I don't know. The egg hasn't hatched yet, I believe. Just ignore this one. Let's go weird. Just do something else. Like, I don't know, anything else. Preferably this one. Just get the puffed prince, please. Oh. No, wait, you got the dense puffed prince. Or dense puffed. So we don't really need the critter drop off here. It's just, hopefully this works. Oh, it's in errands. I don't know. Well, Ada is running because she has low athletics. Now that the puft system is, well, more or less becoming a thing, we are getting oxylite ever so slowly. We should be able to think about going further with the rockets. I just need to research solid fuel combustion. And also get the actually... you know what? I'm going to start having gaps of 2. I still don't believe the meteorites will be able to get through. It'll save me materials. So now, excavate all of this, and let's actually just make everything except for the current or the coming telescope system and 9 priority. Hopefully we'll be able to get this system up and running soon. Perhaps even this today. Now, okay, the hatchling eggs I will... For we had souffle pancakes made by raw eggs and sleet with grains. They are good. And what was the other thing that was added in food? A mushroom quiche. We don't have fried mushroom. But, oh my god, that's a lot better than the mushroom wrap, so if we get more mushrooms, that's all going in the quiche. And also this is a 9 priority because no one cares anyway. These guys have spent all their... what's it called again? They've spent all their carbon dioxide. Guess what's the ratio they work at? It's a 50%. But 10 kilograms of petroleum? No. It doesn't seem to be. Let's see, carbon dioxide. Just checking where we actually can get it from. It's produced by the coal generators, the wood burner, the natural gas generator, and the petroleum generator. Though only at 1/4, so The ethanol distiller actually creates a lot of carbon dioxide. So, or a decent amount at least. So the question is then just, where can I store all of the ethanol and what can I potentially use it for? Oh, it works as combustible. Okay. I can use the ethanol in the petroleum generator. But let's just quickly check the way it works. It hasn't got a ventilation output, it has a liquid output. So I assume that I need to do something about the polluted water. Yeah. I essentially get a lot of polluted water which I somehow have to spend. Or just fill up this pool more, but there's also a limit without expanding it. So I am not entirely certain how to do that. I have plenty of lumber, I believe. I don't need to see all of these. But if we check the lumber, we have currently, I believe it's 41 tons of lumber. Also, this can be destroyed now. Same with these, they are no longer needed. So, do something else, will you? Yeah. And the next part would just be like, okay, let's see. What can I use polluted water for? It can be used for thimble reed. 160 kilograms per cycle. Where is it? The petroleum generator makes 450 kilograms per cycle, assuming it gets 1,200 kilograms per cycle. The ethanol thingamajig makes 300 kilograms per cycle. So that's a fourth. About 110 a cycle. So not close to being enough. I need several ethanol distillers. Meanwhile, the arbor acorn requires dirt and polluted water. I could spend some dirt to more or less make more. But I don't think that's the point. So I'm going to have to think more about it. Oh. He just a baby. What the hell? Oh well. I guess he didn't make it. He's oh. Quite unhappy due to drowning, it would seem. So that means his metabolism is quite high. Rest in peace, beautiful angel. And thanks for the meat. So that, let's see. The prospergers are rising. Lettuce. Is lettuce. Oh, okay, they've actually gotten to this. So it seems like things have fallen down in the meantime. Let's just, first of all, get them to create the baseline defense for the main system, because that's actually what I care about. The rest isn't as important. I just want the rocket up and running, because they haven't done anything about this, so either the research is buried, or I don't actually have any more to use. Either way, I need this system repaired. Oh, and also, where is the output here? The output is there, so I have to repair it anyways. So I might as well make a hole and install a small ladder. Oh, also this is one, not important. Right, that'll get things done. And then we'll see if this system of, well, protection works. If not, well, we just have to fix it. So, also checking around just if, in case. Okay. Careful. I don't want any more deaths on my hands. Oh yeah, and hang on. The building is flooded, so it doesn't actually work. Oopsie. And no, there's not much I can do about that actually. Without just, or except for just, again, massively increasing the surface area of the pool. Which of course I might as well. And that is probably the best way to do it. This is of course only gonna be a 5 priority. I don't feel like I should waste too much time on this necessarily. Oh, and also mining just this one tile. Oh, and including... I need to mine the slime in order to actually properly empty out this pocket. Unless I try to mine around here, which... How would I do this? If I think about just mining through here, but that would mean this, which would also kind of defeat the purpose of not mining this. Also, no. I think it's better to just mine that pot. Everything here will be 6 priority. Kind of waiting for them to drop off the mushroom wrap. And the cool slush geyser is keeping the pool colder, which is great. It's it isn't effective, but it's slowly cooling down the base. And if I want to, I can turn it into salt and the salt into table salt, and so on and so forth. These guys are overcrowded. They tend to be, because I haven't actually created a system that works properly. Can I set up a system so that it more or less is fixed? A system of a simple NOT gate, because when it's full, I don't actually want the machine running. Where's the NOT gate? Oh. And then install the automation wire. Perfect. And we'll let them get to it. The space stuff is more important. But even if it's more important, they aren't actually doing stuff quite very quickly. I guess running up without a spacesuit isn't exactly the safest. Gee, I wonder why I keep getting... Oh no, these guys are suffocating. That's because I'm not taking care of them properly. I'm sorry. By the way, these are prioritized. If you're going to drown yourself over here. This is actually important. Now, well. Printables. I clicked the wrong button because things move around there. Hatchling eggs. Yeah. And I'll let them hatch there before I kill them. Oh yeah, and oh no, the larva eggs, that's what I was going to do. I was going to dump those here. But for some reason... You know what, all of you have access. Just get it done, please. In fact, I command thee to get it done. Oh boy, the body temperature is... It is spreading as a problem. I mean, I am not surprised about it. And here we see the ridiculously... I should probably think about whether or not it's possible for that container to crack. Because if it can... now I'm risking a bunch. Right. 9 priority and not everyone has access. And... dump out the larva egg. And let's just hope that the viability doesn't decrease. Because if we can just make this small enclosure more useful, I'd be happy. And here we are seeing the... like, everything's going a lot slower. Like, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. There also isn't really that much I can do to force them to actually do stuff. Let's see. Nope, nothing. Just mopping everything I can, and oh yeah, this block is in the way. Oh well. Let's see, rocketry. Oh, we actually have enough steel for a cargo bay. Wait, where did they find those resources? I mean, probably around here. It was just buried in the regolith. Yep, there we have the command capsule. Okay. I believe they should be able to reach the next planet, which should get us enough for this solid jet fuel thruster, and then I'm going to need to research the petroleum engine next, just in case I lack, so they don't get the chance, because it's that important. Oh, new blueprint. Will we get a new stuff? But the Employee of the Month. A massive celebration of the sweepy's unbeatable work ethic, cheerful can clean attitude. Interesting. That's under this sculpting block, I believe. Unfortunately, I don't tend to use that one. Oh, what's going on here? Oh yeah. Get that shite done. For fuck's sake. I don't know if it's decreasing. These guys in the background sure are. So we are losing oxylite through them not working any. And oxylite is too valuable of resource to lose. We need it. Oh look, these guys are overcrowded. Who would have guessed? Well, which one of you is the oldest? I saw one at the age of 100 or something. And to be honest, you're looking like easy prey. You know what? Instead you're going to be kill. Jeez. It's still no one wants to kill him, huh? I guess the ones with the skills to kill are busy doing other things. Finally. Right, we went up quite a bit in oxylite. Nice. Also, now that we actually have the steel, we can finish off the, well, bunker doors. Now that I think about it, like one of the things I was kind of thinking about was installing the space scanners. However, using the space scanners would probably be a lot more effective if they were defended by, say, a meteor blaster. Unfortunately, then I'd need to make the blast shots, which again requires petroleum. So then the question becomes, where can I get like a steady supply of petroleum? You know what? I'm going to excavate the top layer here. Just because I can. And then I will just quickly check the conversion rate between petroleum and it creates natural gas. Well, I guess not the largest issue. On the previous save I did make a system that made petroleum through heating, but that would also mean cooling down, which I don't want to do. So instead I will aim at making the oil refinery, or using the oil refinery. Now, just without dumping the liquid into the system. Instead, it will be sent, I don't know, up here somewhere, where it will be used to create the blast shots. Probably after being emptied into a storage space. Just because. And actually, let's first check the refinement for the blast shot maker. That was under utilities or stations. It's that large. Yeah. excavate and place it there. What's yellow alert? It's the glossy Draco, which they still haven't attacked. What's even the point? Priorities, you know what? Everyone can attack. I don't even care anymore. We need people to kill. Well, except for the people that, what's it called again? Just refuse to, on principle. They won't need to kill, but the rest, kill if they can. Then set up a system of fear. The oil refinery must be used more. The heat production is, well, it's annoying, but what can you do? This one will be 9, no, this one will be 9 priority. If we had any. So, I mean, it's, oh no, wait, shit. In order to make this system properly work, I'm going to have to move the gas pump further down as I move the pump further down in order to reach the crude oil. Well, I guess there's not much I can do with that. It is what it is, you know. So, we just make the blastshot maker and hook everything up to the power system so that we can get these sweet blast shots. Then we can make a radar system to intercept the meteor storms. And then a solar array if we manage to create enough or create a surplus. So it's in the makings, but first let's see how the things are happening here. The automation wire is made out of lead. That was probably my idea, but it's a bad idea because it will just melt. At the least it has to be made out of iron. So I won't make it a high priority to actually replace it, but I want it replaced. And also this one, disable auto repair. It sticks out like a sore thumb. Well, then it's just to check out for the remaining, or look out for the remaining things. Pumping will, it will move more liquid down, but it's not like it matters. Oh, an oil reservoir actually. That was kind of one thing I could think about. The oil wells using excess water, which I could move down from the upstairs system. I can make crude oil. Interesting. And this way I could make extra crude oil at some point. Yeah. At some point I will aim to do this. Though clearly not now, and also, who's in charge of this baby? Whatever. We can live there for a little while longer. I'm sure there will be no issues. When I'm also going to think about what material I'll want to use for the blast shots. I have the quite good access to both copper and iron at the moment. Iron is raining down from the sky, just not in large amounts. Oh, and also one part of the update which I don't believe was written in the patch notes. Even though you shoot down meteors, they now do drop a little bit of resources, whilst before they didn't drop anything. So I will have access to... I will get small... Oh dear. The microphone is a lot more sensitive. I will get access to small amounts more of, you know, iron and regular gold and copper. So it probably won't be enough to make up for the consumption from the well, blast shot or the meteor blaster. Is some meteors drop harvestable resources when they're blown to smithereens. So with the system here, if I plan to put the... where is it again? The space scanner, I could put it around here, placing the placing it here to make sure it can defend. Possibly like a couple of tiles up. Then it's just the space scanner. Beneath the other things. It's quite the area they now will cover, so it will definitely, it should give like decent overview, and then I can later just hook it up to the bunker doors for maybe a separate system of these. But still, it will be pretty decent. I just need access to the blast shots. These guys aren't melting, hopefully. If they melt, that's going to be bad. Like temperature wise here, the polluted ice is a danger. If it melts, it will kill it. I mean, no, it's a risk. But I can't crack it open either, because there isn't really enough carbon dioxide to fill in the room. Cracking it open would mean I'd have to empty it out completely. And also I might lose like slight areas. But if these melts, that's even worse. There's also polluted ice in here, which isn't great. If I crack it open, it's immediate priority. Just grabbing everything in there. At least I hope that's the only... yeah, I think that's the only polluted ice in here. There was some here, but that's not an issue. Yeah, that's the only. So I just have to deal with it somehow. And more blueprints, let's go. What do we get? What do we get? Magma diagonal. Do I have that one? I mean, shaking the drywall now doesn't help. No, I don't think I had. I had the veg, that's for sure. But I don't think I had the other one. Let's see how this goes. Sweep that a high priority. Get it out of there immediately. Like gas-wise, it doesn't seem to be an immediate issue. I think natural gas might seep in, but it should rise to a point where it's not a danger. But the polluted ice needs to go out. I'm just not sure I actually have a place I can store it. I can store liquid ice here, but it's full. So let's dump out the sand. There, it should be a room. Checking if they grab it. I mean, even if they don't exactly store it, as long as it leaves the room, I'm happy. Because then I can seal it up again. It has large amounts of sandstone that can be dumped out. Better not be taking that one to walk up. Or walk down, I mean. Because that's not worth it. Mon Dieu. There is space in the storage. Move it, please. Ah, mon Dieu. They don't seem to care enough. There's a sweep only. Okay, still an issue. Oh. Is our savior here? He got it all. Oh. Wrong order. First, the middle, just to force the gas to the side. Then the sides. And then the middle. Perfect. Now you can become red. And the piss water. I think I'll use the piss water to make a single temperature plate. This bad boy is making some nice little things. Mon Dieu, c'est stratégique. These assholes do not place the little boy in the cage. Oh, no, no, no. I will teach them the error of the ways. They will feel my breath. No. This is stupid. The bunker tile should have been made ages ago. Now they are allowing stupid regolith through. How dare they? Ooh, sorry about that. That should be noticeable in the VOD, hopefully, so that I can just cut that out. Because that was loud. Or it would be loud. Well, let's see. The current yellow alert is the bunker tile and the critter drop off. Hopefully they will actually get them done. Now the Like, I want this area like to be filled with oxygen so that they can walk around. Maybe this outside area too. But it won't be possible. Mainly due to the fact that heat will have to be dealt with somehow. Which I currently don't have any ways to do. So I'm going to have to find another way to do it. Everything here is in deep freeze. Won't spoil. And the refrigerated meat was dropped in the pond. Hopefully it's the first time. But most likely it won't be the last. Oh yeah, it needs a fluid intake. And of course I'll use the... Yeah, I'll use the copper. I have a bit and I can just make more. Let's make 5 more and high priority. High priority blast shots for the machine. I'll have to move them up by hand to begin with, but... And oil will of course be pumped from the bottom. That way we will only take the coldest water, or the coldest oil. Which I don't know if that's a good thing, or if that'll just make more problems, but hey. This is only a 6 build priority. Meanwhile, this one is a deconstruct priority. Ada, what are you doing? Oh. You moron. For this little mistake, Ada, you are losing your No, you can't lose your operating rights. In fact, you shouldn't have had the right to even walk in here. That was my first mistake. You're not able to work in under these conditions, and therefore you shouldn't be down there. Oh my god, Wartweed, let's go. Finally more Wartweed. And also, what the oh no, wait. I love it when I like complain about my jeeps, like, oh no, you morons, why are you doing this? When you should be doing this, and it's my fault. I should have been the one doing stuff. I just didn't. Well, if you would be so kind as to hopefully plant these seeds, I would be very happy. Well, there we have it. My dummies didn't understand why they weren't doing stuff. Has it received? Nope, nothing. Not yet. Hopefully they'll feed the wart seed to the... As just said, this is a yellow alert. Just in case, to ensure they don't deliver to the wrong one. And I want more wart seeds down there to ensure we make... Oh! How beautiful. But the temperature up there isn't nice. Finally. Perfect. We now have yet more cooling. Hopefully this will help cool down this area even more. But who knows how fast it will be. And also another refinement, that's the oxylite refinery. I could use this, but that would mean a total cost of 3 grams of gold per 600 grams of oxylite, so 1/200th of the... it's not worth it in my opinion. Just isn't. If they're... well, here we go, we have the top built. Let's make a ladder here. That way we can finish off these doors. Like, these are the main priority now. If we finish the doors, then we can make the glass, and then we can make the telescopes. There we go. The entire rocket is done, and in a sense we only need to plug this up and reconnect the water wire. After that we should be perfectly able to get the last amounts of science from the 2 remaining... actually, how many were there? No, we had not checked out either, just the 2 closest. I do hope that I'm actually able to reach the last ones, I'm not entirely certain. Actually, we can check that. I don't remember the exact numbers, but the weight penalty from the cargo container, I think that was somewhat higher, so... oh wait, it's... hang on. If we fill it up just to the max, we might see if it's possible. Just need to get this one done and... oh. Yeah, that explains why nothing was happening. Well, okay, maybe yellow alert wasn't the smartest. At the end of the day, when everyone needs to go to the toilet. If only I cared more about my duplicates. No. There comes the final seal. Just needs to be finished. I'm also anticipating that's one of them is going to pee themselves. Nope, apparently not. Then we just... now we connect them and wait for them to start. Wait, oh no. It was full. Okay, so even whilst full, it's not able to actually reach space or reach the second layer. All 5. The trimass is that. Okay, I'm going to do something. I'm going to try to set up, just use 4 research modules. I don't want to install the... I don't even have it researched, I can't use it. But yeah, I could have tried to add the extra booster rockets, but I haven't researched them, so I can't actually use them. Though I wish I could. because that would probably be a lot more, well, efficient. Yeah, debunker those are being made. And let's check if... No, not high enough priority. And still missing some pipes. But we can hook up this one and just let it suck up some more carbon dioxide. And in the power tab we can see that last cycle a lot of the waste, the solar power overproduced quite a bit of power, meaning that they were quite efficient. Which is always good. Oh, and also the next egg is going to be puffed prints, just to ensure that your population stays up. Okay, so I'm going to need more rangers, because I clearly aren't able to take care of all of them. Does the... Let's check. Your skills are... Where is it? Husbandry. Okay, it increases the groom effect duration. So I should think about how to actually make you better at that. And also, some plants aren't receiving enough dirt. Horrible. That needs to be fixed. Just going to also increase the priority there. I want to start making blastshots to test out the blastshot or the meteor blaster. Because I want to see... Well, I kind of want to know exactly how many meteorites it actually has to shoot down during a single storm or swarm. And then if it's low enough that I can easily replenish for several, well, then I'll be able to actually, you know, set up a solar array. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to need to do something about this at some point, aren't I? The guy's dormant, but hopefully it won't be too long. Or I need the oxygen. Simple as is. Circuit overload, to be expected, unfortunately. Splitting it up when all the power is coming from the solar panels is just not possible at this point. Though the Shinebag farm seems to be going alright. And these guys are creating more power, so we are getting somewhere. We're also losing a lot of meal ice, which is unfortunate. Hugging spree. It's a bit... The cuddle pip's ability to hug eggs is something I'm interested in seeing how it would work. Like, would it just give a similar effect to the lullaby? Or would it do something completely different? Puffed prints, there we go. I kinda don't want to just dump pufflet prince eggs in there. So instead I'm going to create the egg cracker. I'm also going to have to create a kitchen, because this system just isn't good enough. And what the hell? They've changed the look of these. Oh. Well, the critter trap at least looks a lot better. I welcome this change. But, okay, kitchen. I want this to be more of a... what should I call it? Necessity. I don't want them to use it. Because they have to. I want them to use it. Or... I'm so bad at articulating myself. I don't want them to work here. I want them to walk through if they need to do something inside here. I do not want them to use it to walk just because they have no working in there. I need to get better at this. Anyways, kitchen. The kitchen can be a maximum size of 96. So each of these are like, if made across, it would be 116. Too big. 56 if made like this. I kind of no. The kitchen should be over here, just because it's closer. But then again, that would mean I'd have to redesign the food transportation ever so slightly. Add the food from, well, here around. So let's do this. Carpented tiles, we certainly have enough to make. Yeah, I think I'm going to invest in a good looking kitchen. The roof will just be regular tiles to begin with. I'll think about making it more visually pleasing at a later point, but not now. That can wait. Then to install the machinery I need the gas range. Actually, let's make the electric grill, then the gas range, and I don't think I'm going to check the micro musher. If I ever want to use tofu, then I'll need it, but I don't think I will, and if I do, I'll just make it in a small corner of shame. So instead I'll have 2 electric grills just in case I need to cook up large amounts of something, and then also some extra room. Alternatively, I could have room in between each machine to allow for statues. And then it's the... what's it called again? There's the spice machine, which here it is, the spice grinder. I'm going to research it just so that I can see. whether it will fit over here or if I have to think more about it. I'm going to assume that food is dropped in the middle and then just dump it in a conveyor loader here. Hook the wire up to the top. Then another. Then just a priority everything again and see when they'll be done. Oh, and also turn off this bad boy, it's not necessary anymore. It's completely drained the carbon dioxide and these guys have eaten it all. Right. Nope. I'm going to need to remember to turn that off. I don't need you guys seeing what my friends are playing. Right. Here we have some conductive wire which is incredibly damaged. Also going to, if I like hook all these machines and such up with heavy watt conductive wire or the batteries and such, then I could redesign this to be like a battery storage area, but also something that allows for me to actually split these main circuitry into different areas. I think that should be one of my next steps. Checking up here, they've almost finished all the doors I want them to make, but the last one won't be possible to finish currently. It has missing gantry, and it can't actually reach. It doesn't seem right. I'm certain I could reach like the second planet without actually using the booster rocket. But now it seems I can't. And unless I can actually dig forth some... like... this doesn't seem right. This uses a total of 300 and I'm pretty sure I should at least get 500 from the amount. So no, something should be buried here. I'm not entirely certain where, but something is being hidden from me and I need to find it. It's a matter of utmost urgency. And also, why aren't you researching? Get research. Ah, jeez, the body temperature is actually becoming more of an issue. Here, melting is happening, but there's still small temperature differences is killing off a lot of my plants. I wish like there was a way to see more clearly like the difference between, well, 40 and 20 degrees. Let's see. 40 degrees, slightly orange, 20 degrees. Okay, it's more. I wish I was better at seeing it, is more what it seems like. Temperature tolerance. Yeah. Okay, so it should be... the comfort zone is around 37 degrees in water. Oh, We're getting closer to having this finished, finally. Only at the cost of hypothermia. Well, poor Jay-Z. Too bad he's the one that has to finish the job. And no more puft princes. Now only dense pufflets. And now these guys will start laying dense puffs again. Excellent. And we are getting somewhere. Meanwhile, okay, let's actually check that. We don't have large amounts of sleet with grain left. I don't think we have enough for... Actually, we have... Do I have 3 out of 2 units or 2 out of 3 units? I have 2 out of 3 units. Don't really have enough for more. Also, actually, where is the gas intake is in the wrong place. I'm going to have to add a bridge just to avoid feeding it oxygen. But people are sleepy, it seems. Well, I can't blame them. I just wish they did more stuff. Right, it's too cold in here, let's start sharing. Like this bad boy, he is heating up the room quite a bit around him. Not to mention just the leakage from the oil zone. Well, oh, yeah, that was something I was going to do. I was going to try to access the geyser over here. I just didn't want to do it in the beginning due to a fear of the temperature. But I no longer fear the temperature differences. At least not to a large degree, only too small. So, if people start scolding, then I'll call it up, but if not, I'll let them check. And let's just check the germs. No germs in the water. Then we can start digging out this as well. It probably won't be enough, but maybe it can allow me to just mop up the rest of the salt water to the point where I can actually start coaxing out the hermit. And I could possibly also just mop up a bunch here to allow these water weeds to start growing again. But that is not as important. Okay, food repurposing is complete. That means I can add the spice grinder to the kitchen. In which case I'll place it here. Add a door to either side, and now it's just statues. I'd preferably use gold, but I don't have any, so I will use granite. Then I can fill in the rest later. And also start researching the solid fuel thrusters. Another issue with them is that they require iron, which I don't really want to spend on this. Right, all these plants are dying, there's no point in feeding them. Also, removing them might encourage the cuddle pip to actually start doing that. I'm not entirely certain if it might actually not be enough to just have a regular one. In which case, I think I'll just attempt to wrangle this boy and place it in that room with that guy, and we'll see. If he starts planting the thimble reed, and then they'll get thimble reed. And if not, then no, they won't. So either way, it doesn't matter to me. So, what is it that they dropped down here? Probably eggshells. So, not a large issue. And, okay. We just need to finish off that and we'll start making petroleum. And then, oh my god, another wartweed! Christmas has come early, it would seem. I'll feed it down to this one. It won't have as much of an effect, but it'll allow slight more cooling. And also, I'm just going to quickly check, do I have anyone that actually can operate this machine? They require, yep, Pei can operate the machine. She has pyrotechnics, and I don't think I'll give anyone else pyrotechnics. Science. Yeah, sure. I guess I was also thinking of training you for rocket piloting, so just checking that. I guess you can get trained in crit ranching and tom-tom. You were also gonna get trained in crit ranching and digging. And let's see, Mima, yeah, rocket piloting as well. You enjoy your stuff, guys. The steam temperature is too low. Like just a gas bridge, I don't need to worry about that one. Where are you going? Oh yeah, you're actually going to excavate this area. At the great cost of not actually having access to air, so it's not going to be efficient, but well, once I start, well, I am doing it now. The more crude oil I remove from here, the more liquid will be forced down, and the more heat will be moved. Now I do wonder, well, if just moving it up would also mean I couldn't technically let heat in, but I won't be worrying too much about that for now. Yes. Remove the abyss light and it's hot. Yeah, I should have expected it would be. And with that... Wait, where's the amalgam going, huh? Let's see. Follow him. It's going to the... Whoa, hold on there, buddy old pal. You are not using gold amalgam for the conveyor rails. You're using copper. We're not that rich. Come on. Oh. The gas bridge has been built, so we can... Well... First of all, ensure that it's emptied, yeah. And then just run it down to the natural gas and plug it in. And wait, it's an unreachable build. Guess you can't get through this. How sad. Oh, let's see. It's now using... Well, not yet. But soon it will be using quite cold crude oil. It's actually should be starting to fill up with the cold. Then we just need to see the temperature of the petroleum. Does it matter? Hopefully it does. But if not, that's not really an issue either. Yes. You are here. Did I? Let's see. The temperature of the crude oil is going down, but I didn't actually pay attention, but I don't believe it's affecting the petroleum. I still think it's going out at about 80 degrees. Which isn't great, but you know, it is what it is. But live with it. But let's check the... Yes, little old Tom-Tom. I'm actually... I have not had access to the special food yet. I've not made it. But I do want to make it soon. I want to make the mushroom quiche. And feed it to the poor. Wait, actually, oh, the hydrogen. Jeez. The meal with this dying. That backup food source is gone. Let's hope we won't miss it. And here it's also a body temperature issue. It's cramped. Yep. Now I need to set up an egg cracker. That's under food, or yeah, food. It does not require any electricity. But if I'm going to use it, I'm going to have to cut down on the amount of good machinery here. I guess that means I'll get to use the micro musher as well. I'll just get it done. And also let's maybe think about getting some more neural evacuation. Using the anti-entropy thermal nullifiers is never a waste. So maybe I should think about feeding it hydrogen. It's just going to be a pain to actually deliver it. All the way around. It is so great. Then down and around and around and around we go. We go around. And up and into... Let's hook it up to the tank. And of course, one priority. This is for when they are bored. Wow. Finally the gas bridge. Oh. No. Ah, yeah, natural gas is going to start building up now that we're using the oil refinery. Which I suppose isn't really a bad thing. Has this machine actually been used? Possibly not, because the only one with the skills to do it is Pay. And she isn't exactly set for machinery. But hopefully... Oh, not a blueprint, let's see. Oh. Boring white retro flower pot. Interesting. I guess... Oh yeah, now we're actually getting the corpses of these guys delivered. Straight to our doorstep. What am I... What? I'm so confused. What was I gonna say? Anyways, clean up the floor. Everybody do the dinosaur. Now we have a perfectly viable kitchen room as quickly as they lay in the final machinery. And it also seems like it's going to be a quite good room for them to work in. Good working conditions, which they are gonna need. Yes. Circuit overload, not an issue. I can ignore it. This guy's being overcrowded, however, I can't. I'm just going to disable the eggs for now, because they keep complaining about their stupid living conditions. That guy refuses to be killed. Lovely. Well, temperature. The main temperature flow from this area is possibly from below, which isn't great. You shouldn't be here. But what can I do? Yeah. I'll use the natural gas and make myself some... what's it called again? Both power and carbon dioxide. And now this bad boy is almost full up with petroleum already. I did not expect that to happen just yet. I guess I only need to actually start using it soon. Oh, and sweep the pinch of pepper nut. Don't let it go to waste. Probably gonna need more dirt and bluff briars, so... Oh. Let's see. The read, that's the telescopes. I can probably destroy these now. They're not exactly overly useful at the moment. Meanwhile, still haven't found any... what's it called again? Discs. It doesn't strike me as impossible that they've somehow been either injected in here or somewhere in here. But it would be annoying if that was the case. Cover the top and... this can also be built now if you guys have the time. Wait. There's oxygen in here. Where's that oxygen coming from? Let's check gas. Oh no, that was probably just that probably just leaked out from the telescopes. Click to... ah, it's another leaky oil fissure. Ugh. Damn, that wasn't what I was hoping for. It isn't going to be as useful for me. At least there's another weaswort down here. Oh, here we have petroleum at 75 degrees. Going to fill up the liquid reservoir soon. At which point it's only actually using the blast shot make that remains. Oh, yep, he didn't actually have access to work down there. That's probably the reason nothing was happening with it. Well, no more will that be the case. Oh, and also, as part of my plan to make the working corridor here obsolete, I'm going to be moving the research stations into a common room. Which means the regular research station will be here, and the supercomputer will be the other side. Just such that does surely Certainly love using the oil refinement. Oh, the blast shot, finally. I'm going to aim to just create a decent backlog of them. And what? Do they make carbon? Yeah, they do make some carbon dioxide. It's hardly like an amount to care about, is it? It's not even mentioned here, so. No, it's actually, but it is filling up, so let's probably mop up these amounts, let it actually fall down. I am missing research station. Well, don't really care, because it will be fixed soon. Copy settings over here. Build these and now destroy this one. Oh, it's actually not. The festive lights are on. Improve nearby decor. Okay, so the current amount is not enough. If I were to just like sweep this, maybe he'd be happy, but who knows. What's important is finishing off this room. I'm actually going to be using it, so it's quite important. What was I gonna do? Okay, so the temperature here, it's probably fluctuating whether or not the incubator is on. An unfortunate side effect, but one that I'm just gonna have to deal with. The gas range, it's hopefully going to be replaced soon. Circuit overloads, I don't care. Blast shots. How many do we have currently? 20. I don't know why, but I don't feel like that's enough for more than a single meteor strike or meteor swarm. With the scanners, I can't I could make steps of these bunker tiles, but that won't really help me at all. So there's little point, but for the solar panels I could cover each side to reduce the amount slightly. But I think I'm going to have to cut off the stream here, as tomorrow is yet another day of work. And unfortunately, if at least the forecast is anything to go by, probably gonna be worse with the whole Hans ordeal. So, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been more Oxygen Not Included. I will be back next week. Goodbye.